Sorry for the break, folks. We are back with winners final action between Nino and his Ice Climbers versus Dimension. Well, you can't possibly be shocked that it's Marth at this point, right? Dimension and his Marth, very few equals in the Philadelphia Melee community. Getting things started here. Losing his second stock of the match is Nino, and should be interesting to see how these two match up. Oh, but they met by a hammering side B, excuse me, side A. I'm just gonna say side smash. How about that? And yeah, 2 stocks apiece. Lost and 2 stocks to go for both players. And the belay connecting. Dealing a little bit of damage, gives you a little bit of positional advantage. Why not? We did see Nino kill with it in winner's quarterfinal action. Well employed by Marth, but keeping, oh, spikes Nana down, and that is Nino playing Popo all by his lonesome. Not a whole lot you can do solo as Nino, but we have as Popo, excuse me, that is Nino playing the Ice Climbers. We're going to have to work that out eventually, folks, but it's Nino down to his last stock in this best of 5. And down B. Looking good for Nino, a little bit of a spacing tool. Marth playing it very well, spacing himself out, getting himself into good positions. And but he was sent flying at 89% by that devastating hammer attack by Nino. Likes to get in close and just hit you with those hammers. Does ledge trump, does Nino. And all of a sudden, we're down at 1 stock apiece. We'll have to put in that work to make up the 87% difference. And right now, Dimension not really giving him much of a chance to do so. And he'll have to do it without Nana. Not a whole lot he may be able to do. The side B, just not enough to reach the platform. And all of a sudden, it is Dimension up 1-0 in this winner's final action. And once again, it is final destination. Dimension will have to see if he can put this up 2-0. Nino's just trying to tie it up. Early advantage decidedly going to Dimension. Just doling out the damage to the Ice Climbers. We'll have to see. Well, that's, again, that damage not being dealt to Nana. Not counting towards the score, but obviously you knock out Nana. Well, not a whole lot Popo can do by himself. Still some killing power, but let's face it, very hard to come by. And again, that's Popo at 117. One big hit could very well do it. And Dimension, well, yeah, he knows how to get the job done, as you can see right there. And all of a sudden, he takes the first stock of Game 2 of this winner's final matchup. Folks, it's been quite the story over on the loser side of the bracket. As we're seeing right now, it will be bilingual in the top 6. He will face the winner of Metal Reaper and Dawson. As you see Nino trying to make a comeback here, trying to space him out with that down B, but to no avail. Will be Dimension climbing back up on the platform and putting a sword in Nana's face. Uh-oh, and it's Popo being plagued by the grabs this time. And at 131%, can't really imagine he could do much, and there you go. A 2-stock disadvantage for Nino. He could very well find himself in the loser's bracket. In the loser's final, nonetheless, and it is Cascade and Churs in loser's quarterfinals action. And Bilingual and Metal Reaper right past them. Churs knocking out Tyler of Lore to meet Cascade in the loser's quarterfinal. And the grabs, so well used by Dimension in this game. He could be, dare I say, could be absolute destruction on the part of the part of Dimension. Oh, he's trying to stay on. Is Nino, but yeah, those side Bs finding the Sword of Marth every time, and he has 4 stocks at 122. Can he get the job done? Well, my sources say yes, but we're going to have to see. He's just looking to finish this with style. Again, just peppering the Ice Climbers with damage, but it is eventually a hammer that sends Dimension off of the stage. We're going to have to see if Nino can bring this one back. Not looking too great, though, at a 2-stock disadvantage at 36%. Oh, he gets the grab! He gets the grab combination. He will have to lean on that if he wants to get this, if he wants to make this a possibility. And that will kill, and all of a sudden, it's only 1 stock to go. Dimension was doing very well to isolate Nana and knock her out early. And there she goes, excuse me. The shield being employed by Popo could be delaying the inevitable here. I was looking for that up smash. The up air, could it do it at 133? Not quite. The side B looking for an offensive measure, but no, it will be the aerial attack that does it. And it is Dimension, 1 game away from the grand finals. Can he get his revenge? We will have to see. It is game 3 of the winners final. Nino and his Ice Climbers looking to bound back and see if he can get a 3-game sweep into the grand finals. We'll have to see. Early damage being dealt to Dimension, but it's Nino getting it right back. And yeah, Nana getting knocked out early, just trying to dissuade any possibility of Nino being able to get that grab, the wobble. Some of the worst commentary I've ever heard. Well, it is Stu the Announcer. You can tweet me at Stu the Announcer. So go ahead and do that if you would like. Hey, I'm trying. Nana again being taken out. Into the dash attack. I have to see how this shakes out. And oh, the recovery. Being met by the hammer of Popo. We're going to have to see. I mean, we are seeing right now, obviously. But nonetheless, not a whole lot Popo can do by himself, as we have mentioned. And yeah, that's Marth just waiting for it. Dimension looking for another berth in a winner's final. And Dimension with the grab. And the up air could very well do it. It's at a killing percentage, but not quite. It's Nino hanging on. Good DI there. Oh, back onto the ledge and off Nino goes. Trying to air dodge, somehow recovers at 210. He's giving himself a fighting chance. He knows that he needs to take 3 straight games if he wants to get into the grand finals, or at least through the winners bracket. Right now it is Dimension. Oh, he gets the wobble again, and yeah, call that a stock. Hitting more wobbles than an inner city barbecue of the Ice Climbers, and all of a sudden we are down to Dimension, perhaps giving up a game here. It's not a must-win for Dimension, but it should be nice to win, huh? Just one win away from the grand finals, you might as well do it. And the side B, so excellently employed by Nino, even if it's just as a spacing tool. Looking for that side B, but nope, not quite getting it. Oh, looking for that grab again, but good job on Dimension to avoid it. There you go, isolating Nana once again. Smart move. It will be Popo by his lonesome right here. At 119, gotta think there's not much of a chance. But again, does have a stock to give. And again, that's the luxury of being able to do that wobble. That's the side smash doing the job. And does he have enough to make it back? Well, he did, but met by the sword of Marth. And Dimension, one stock away from the grand finals. Respect being given by these two. Distance here. Obviously, Dimension's going to be closing this in, but just a little easier for him to advance. But again, it's the oh, spikes Nana down. Not looking too good for Nino now. Nino grasping at straws. Dimension looking to end his misery. We'll just have to see the side B putting them back onto the platform. But again, Marth waiting there. Nino says, "Nah, you're not getting away just yet." We'll have to see. Uh-oh, right into the grab, and at 160, that's a killing percent. Does well to avoid it, but only for so long. It is the 3-0 sweep that gets Dimension into the grand finals. Folks, we're going to take a short break. You keep it tuned right here to twitch.tv/bros_Calamity. I'm Stu, the announcer. Go ahead and tweet me.